Alright guys, I'm going to show you guys how to do bath bombs and get it to the proper consistency. So I do a cup of baking soda with a half a cup of cornstarch. And then I do half a cup of citric acid and half a cup of Epsom salt. I think I actually got those backwards, but you get the point. I kind of mix that up with my hands just to kind of get it all mixed together. And then I'm going to go and just put a little bit of, you can use coconut oil or almond oil, things that are good for the skin and help make it really nice and soft. Today I'm going to use the coconut oil. Just put a little bit of that in there. I don't really measure on my oils. And then I'm using a lavender essential oil. And I just keep sprinkling just until I feel like there's enough in there. They say 25 to 30 drops is what it should be. I just do as much as I want. And I kind of mix this together with my hands first. And this next part is the important part. You want to make sure that whenever you're adding your water, you don't activate the citric acid because it'll start to bubble and fizz. And so what you really want to do is use a spray bottle. I just got a cheap one from the dollar store. And then you just do a couple of sprays and squeeze it together. It's probably not very smart for me to wear a bracelet while doing this, but that's okay. And you'll see it start to get to where it clumps together and stays together after you squeeze it. You can kind of hear it fizzing a little bit. So you can see that whenever I'm squeezing it, it's not really holding together yet, and that tells you that you need more water to hold it together. It's usually the citric acid that's on the side of the bowl that starts to fizz. Now it's starting to get more. You want to be able to stick together when you hold your hands like this. This still isn't quite where I want it to be, because I want it to hold together completely whenever I hold it in my two fingers. See, like that. I'm still going to do just a little bit more just to be safe. We're getting close though. There we go. See that? That's how you want it to be. You want it to hold together. And then after that, you're ready to, break it apart to put it, put coloring in it. Put it in your molds. I have done several different types of silicone molds to make bath bombs, and then I've also just today started using the circular, they're actually for ornaments, but to make circle bath bombs. So I'm just going to put a little bit over in this other bowl to make it a different color. Let me move this one back just a minute. And so I just use regular food coloring gel. I'm going to do purple today. Since we're doing lavender, purple works perfect, I think. Just kind of squeeze it on there. I have no idea exactly how much you need, but I just squeeze on there as much as I think that I'm going to need. It's crazy, I wore a black shirt today and I'm making bath bombs. I'm getting stuff all over me, but that's okay. It'll dust off. Now just kind of take a plastic fork and keep on mushing it around until it's all mixed through the bath salts. This is the boring part, I'm sorry. But it kind of clumps up, and if you use the fork and kind of spread it, push down on it and mash it up, it mixes better with your bath salts. I get about usually a dozen bath bombs out of one batch, depending on how big I make them. Like I just made these out of my last batch and I only got 2. Well, I say 2. I got 3. I got 2 of the bombs like that and then one in the silicone mold that I'm about to use. Okay, so that's our color for this. And as it sits, it does get a little bit darker. And this is the silicone mold I'm going to use today. They're little flowers. You can see I have this one in here of just the white powder from the last set that I made that I had left over a little bit. I like to layer the colors, kind of make them look a little tie-dyed. So since I'm just doing just purple, I'm going to do purple first. Then go with the white. Oh good, you can see this a little bit. And you just go in and you kind of push them down. You want to push them down to where they're packed tight so that whenever they dry, they hold together. This is usually the part that takes the most time for me, is pushing them down. Looks like some of these might have to have a little bit more added. Once you push them down, they don't look as big. So you just keep on adding and pressing down and adding and pressing down until you get to the size that you want. Some more. I may only get 6 out of this batch today because I'm filling them pretty full. Bath bombs are very messy to make, but they are so fun. Okay, and then once you have them all pressed down, you want them to set and dry for 24 hours. And then you just peel them out of the molds and they're good to go. This one looks like I might have a little bit too much. All right, and there they are. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Talk to you again later. Bye.